everybody, so glad to have you here for this video. It's going to be a little review on a new sort of blush bronzer highlight combo product that I've been using lately. It's from IT Cosmetics and it's called Confidence in Your Glow, and I have all three shades that this comes in, and it's interesting because there's part of this product that I really agree with. I really love the quality. I like that basically they've included three different elements in one, but alongside this product they've also come out with this brush called the One Sweep Wonder, and this is said to pair with these products, and you can just sweep it across and pop it on and you've got the full effect on your face. I'm just gonna get that part of the review out of the way right now. I mean, this is a soft brush. It's incredibly soft, and as you can see, the bristles become a little more, I don't know, sheared out. They're a little bit softer and lighter up toward the end. If you've used IT Cosmetics brushes before, you know they're good quality. They're super duper soft. This is about the size you're looking at to sweep across the cheek. I'm not really criticizing it in that respect, but if you want to just go across all these products with it, zhunk, and then put it right on your cheeks, I guess I just don't feel like that's the best effect. I mean, you end up with a glowy, neutral blush, essentially. It's not a bad look, and I certainly can't argue with the speed of just going through it and going like that, but I guess I get more satisfaction out of these products when I actually use each thing individually. I use a brush that's suited to the contour, and then I apply the blush, and then I use the highlight. That's just what I like to do with it. I really think that's the way everything comes off the most finished looking on my skin, is when things are sort of compartmentalized there. Not saying you couldn't use this brush and things would still look all right, but at the same time, you could also get that effect with probably any blush brush you have at home, just by dipping across the different shades and then sweeping them on. So the brush I see is a little bit of a gimmick kind of tied into this product. Might be something that gets people to make that extra purchase, but let's talk a little bit more about the face products here. And I've got a little card that says some claims. As with a lot of IT Cosmetics products, they're kind of blurring the line between makeup and skincare. So these are said to be infused with anti-aging ingredients. They're talc-free. It also says they have a fresh orange scent, and they do have a little bit of an orangey, citrusy vibe going on. And it says they're also infused with vitamin C. And just pigmentation wise, the appearance on the skin, the way everything applies, like the richness of color, I love these. I mean, obviously there are some other benefits associated with the product, but just for the makeup itself, I do enjoy it. And the one that I'm wearing today, it's probably the most natural one. I was kind of going back and forth between which one I should demo in this video, but I thought the Instant Nude Glow one might be the one that there would be the most questions surrounding, you know, because it's the softest, it's kind of the most natural, so how much does it actually show on the skin? That is the one I'm wearing both as like bronzer slash contour, blush, and highlight. So the way these are all set up is it's sort of that kind of ombre effect. One fades into the next. I do kind of like that they did that, actually. I mean, so many products that come out these days, we see that 1, 2, 3, your bronzer, blush, highlight. And this does make it a little different, and if you did just want to buy that brush and sweep across it all, that allows that option. And something else that I like about these palettes one to the next is that they've switched up every color. It's not like you're just getting a different blush shade in each one. You're getting a different highlight, blush, and bronzer in every one of them. And also, packaging is really cute. You've got this little like IT Cosmetics medallion here, and there's a mirror in each one of them. But here's how I would help you kind of sort through these color wise. You've got the Nude Glow, and this is going to be your softest, most natural color palette. Then there's one called Instant Warm Glow, and I feel like this is everything in the Nude Glow palette just stepped up a notch intensity wise. I feel like the highlight is more pronounced, the blush is more intense, the bronzer is a little bit deeper. If there were any of these palettes that a deeper skin tone would be able to wear the best and have the most color payoff with, it would be this one. But you can probably see exactly what I'm talking about here. Here it's like a soft peachy blush. This one, it's a bold coral blush. And here I think the blush has just maybe a little bit of a satiny finish, not a super shimmery blush. If you just wanted to confine your brush in here and have a not too shiny look on the cheeks, you could do that. But this one is absolutely without a doubt a matte blush in the middle. Like I said, a little bit deeper bronzer, a little bit warmer bronzer, and I find the highlight to be more intense. It kind of contrasts more with that deeper blush shade. So that's what's happening there. And then this next one is Instant Natural Glow. And as you can see here, it's going in more of a pink and berry direction. I feel like everything is softer in this one for some reason. I'm not saying it's not pigmented, but the blush isn't super intense. The highlight is definitely the softest out of all of them. And the bronzer is just a nice light tone as well. It's definitely pretty. Everything really does show up on my skin. I'm not saying that. I just feel like it's a little, I don't know, a little less intense, especially compared to this guy right here. But if you're not a huge fan of the peachy blushes, you go more toward the pinks and berries and mauve, you might enjoy that one more. So personally, I think this one, the Instant Warm Glow, is the most bang for your buck color-wise. I think a little goes a long way with this, and I think the darker skin tones would love this. And this is very everyday. This one I've really been drawn to because I feel like when I don't really have any direction with the lips that I've decided on for the day, this ends up just kind of looking good with everything. For example, I'm wearing this today and I am sporting a berry lip, and I think it all totally works, you know, and I'm also wearing this on my eyes. That's the other like little multitasking element that I'll definitely demo for you. I mean, the eye is so easy, it's not like it takes any real instruction, but I'm just pointing out that these palettes take their highlight and take the bronzer, heck, even take the blush if you want to, and put it on your eyes. It really does work. So here's what I did today to apply the Instant Nude Glow. I already had foundation on and concealer and a little powder, and I had my brows done. And then I took my e.l.f. complexion brush, went into the bronzer type color here, and I went around the perimeter of my face. I took it under the cheekbones and thought, wow, you know, there's some color payoff. And it doesn't look too orange. It looks super duper natural, I think. And then the blush, as I said before, we're talking a soft peach color here. It might have just a little bit of sheen, especially if you pick up any of the neighboring highlight that's practically overlapping with this color, but I use my defining powder brush from Estee Lauder. Just loving that brush for blush these days. I also love the staying power of these products. I really feel like they hang around all day. And then for a little highlight, I use my Moda Highlight and Glow brush and put it on top of my cheekbones, down my nose, Cupid's bow area, wherever you want to highlight. I think it works really, really nicely. I would describe the highlight in this particular trio as having just a little bit of a champagne color to it. I wouldn't quite go golden with it, but there is just a little bit of warmth to it. And then if you want to really make your look low maintenance like I did today, I put a little eye primer on first, and then I patted with a rather large shadow brush. I just patted the highlight shade all over my lid, and then I put a little bit of that up under the brow as well. And then in classic sandwich method, as I sometimes call this technique, I just put the bronzer right there in the crease. And this is a very eye brightening effect whenever you've got the light shade both on the lid and the brow bone, and then just something for a little contrast in the crease. It's so, so easy. And I've done that with every single one of these palettes, by the way. Oh, and I did take a little like pencil style brush and use the bronzer part just on the lower lash line as well. It gives the eyes a little more definition. And then to finish off the look, I did do a nude liner in the lower inner rim and mascara top and bottom and a little lipstick, and that's the look. It's so, so simple. I really do like the quality of these products. I think they're all nicely pigmented. They all have good staying power. Like, I still feel like I'm seeing my blush and I'm seeing my highlight as I go throughout the day. And again, you do have that option of taking one brush and sweeping it through everything and just applying it to the cheeks. I mean, frankly, this brush that I'm holding right now, this e.l.f. complexion brush, it has that sort of similar taper up toward the top, and you could do that with this brush. I don't think you have to go out and buy this Heavenly Skin brush. One drawback for these, if you are continually using everything individually, you might wonder about the pace at which you go through the different products. Like, are you really big on using bronzer, or are you really big on using the highlight or just the blush? Like, you might wear down certain parts of this palette faster, but I guess that could happen with any like highlight, blush, bronzer palette you're using. You know, you might use more of one product than the other. But I think what's good about these is the quality is consistent from thing to thing. So if you are like me and you like to use them all individually, they all stand out. They all hold their own. I don't feel like I'm struggling to pick up one, like, oh gosh, when I want to use that blush, I got to pick up a ton on my brush and really work at it. Each thing, I'm just kind of dabbing into it and putting it on. It's very easy. The Instant Nude Glow is the most like can't miss option for me. But like I said, if you're not so much into a peach look on the cheeks, you might think about this one. And this is not like bold peach. You see it side by side with the one that's more coral pearl and you totally get that. This is softer. It's just not as much orange, not as much brightness in it. So I love this one. This might be my number 2. And then this one called Instant Natural Glow, still like it, but it's gonna be the least intense highlight and bronzer / contour side of all 3, I think. So guys, that's my take on the Confidence in Your Glow compacts from IT Cosmetics. I really like them. They're $32 a piece, which I think pretty much falls in line with the cost of a lot of IT Cosmetics things. It's beautiful packaging. There's also a mirror. It's a generous amount of product here. So yeah, I'm definitely a fan. If you've tried them, let me know what you think, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye.